Hello. Already off to a great start. Muted on my own show. One of the rare times it has happened, whether at the hands of Dimitri Kirez, rarely Dave Kaufman, rarely Carla Ma, but tonight, by way of Andy Assaf. Now, I don't want to put all the blame on him. Prior to going on air, he said, James, going to ask you to unmute yourself. I got caught up pulling up some information that I plan to use on tonight's show. And then you have the embarrassing blooper, blunder, and or boner that was the host of his own show being muted off the top of said show. I am James, you are you, we are here. It is currently Wednesday, February 24th, 2021, 8 minutes past the 9 o'clock hour on my clock, your clock, everyone who might happen to own a clock. We are at the midway point of the week, what some people commonly refer to as Hump Day, and which some perverts have co-opted into becoming some type of day built around eroticism and seductive, dare I say, sultry behavior. Now then, I would like to talk to you about my day. I think that I'm having one of the better days that I've had in 2021. I woke up. I did, in fact, go back to work. That's true. You might be shocked, surprised, a moment of disbelief to hear that I, James Allen McGee, back to work, talking about the great pathways that one can take and promote the positive ways of yes and detract the no buts. That's what I've been doing on my Wednesday morning. I took a lovely walk through downtown Montreal, all the way through the Shaughnessy Village, right into my home, what I believe to be the best neighborhood in Montreal, St. Henry, commonly known as the Sud-West of this lovely, lovely city. On my way down the street, I noticed a gentleman wearing a COVID mask, and upon further inspection, coming out of the mask was a fake nose, which was not, in fact, a fake nose, but a fake penis. That's what I saw on my walk home. I got home, and I want to tell you something. I received a package in the mail, not unlike the package I saw on the street dangling from this gentleman's mask. It was a pair of pants that I've been waiting so anxiously to receive, because my favorite pair of pants, as you might know if you're a fan of this show, as I've spoken about a number of times, tore while I was crouching down, sniffing candles at Winners. Now, as I've said a variety of times, had I not been wearing underpants that day, I believe that my genitals would have hit the floor of this establishment, because the squat that I was in, I was so crouched down in such a deep manner that had I not been wearing underwear, the way that these pants tore, I believe my genitals would have touched, hit, and smeared the porcelain floor. Is it porcelain? Probably not. I might be giving Winners too much credit. Let's say tile. That sounds more appropriate. I was having a great day until I decided to eat a Dr. Oetker's Hawaiian pizza, the Casa di Mama brand. It was a grave error. I was having a great day up until I ate that dinner. Sauce was disgusting. The ham tasted a little, grainy, maybe. It was off-putting on every level. The ham that would not even be suitable for a Western egg sandwich. I was riding high. The best day of the year. I might now be at the worst day of the year due to how disgusting this Dr. Oetker pizza was. Now, I want to say, for the record, I very much enjoy the Dr. Oetker brand of frozen pizza, just not this particular one. Now, if you're tuned in for the first time, I don't want you to think that this is indicative of what happens on this show. Generally speaking, it's quite funny, although I have a tendency to at times be a little crusty, rough around the edges, maybe even a curmudgeon, as some kids might say. I think of myself as a shining beacon of positivity in an otherwise cloudy and dark world. And that dark world, I believe to be played in part by the Dr. Oetker. That's where I'm at now. I can't even pronounce the GD name right. I believe that the Dr. Oetker Hawaiian frozen pizzas are bringing this darkness to this world, the harbingers of sorrow. I've had enough of myself. On tonight's show, much later on, we've got a first-time guest. This person is an engineer. This person also happens to be on their lunch break. They have requested some time to speak about a particular subject in which they are a fan of. We'll get to that a little bit later on. Joining us in just a matter of moments, another first-time guest. Now, this young man and we have been friends for a number of years. I've invited him on the show. He is accepted, and then I forget to extend the invitation. Much like earlier on when I did not unmute myself, I did not really extend the invite to this man. Alex Gauthier is going to be here, and I have thoroughly prepared for this interview and this segment, unlike any segment in which I have ever prepared for, in the sense that I don't really prepare for this show all that much. Also coming up a little bit later on tonight, not only is he working the booth, he is also the band leader of the at-home house band known as the Revolving Doors. Andy Assaf is here tonight.
All right, we're back from break, James.
And along with Andy sounds like a guitar that could really use some tuning. I want to refer to the chat, as I sometimes do, sometimes don't. We've got a question here in reference to my pants and my underwear and what could have been an embarrassing guffaw inside of Winners. How low do your balls hang, man? I'm concerned. If they don't hang that low, I'm impressed by your flexibility to squat. I want to let you know that I've got a very deep squat, and I am, in fact, quite flexible. And I want any pervert out there, get your mind out of the gutter. This show is not the at toilet with James. This is not a toilet. Okay? Now, for those of you just getting here, that's right. I refer to the chat sometimes. And yes, sometimes I talk about my body parts. And I do it for your entertainment. Look, speaking of entertainment, this is a show that revolves around comedy and conversation. So why don't we get the conversation started? Our first guest, as mentioned, first time ever. An engineer, which is a highly complex job. Not totally here to talk about that tonight. We're here to talk about this person's, I guess you could call it, a general interest in not only horoscopes, but astrology. Let's welcome, for the first time ever, a person with only one name, no last name. Let's welcome Harold to At Home on Twitch. Now, Harold, thanks for joining us. That house music could have not have come in any more delayed. Harold, how are you?
I'm good. I'm just on break. Made myself some instant noodles.
Yeah, can we take a look at those instant
turkey.
noodles?
Got a Canadian dry classic.
Okay. So you call it a Canadian dry?
Yeah.
It's an interesting take on the name. Some people have little nicknames for things. I think that's great. A Canadian dry.
It's a Canadian dry.
We got a Canadian dry. You mentioned some jerky. What type of jerky are you enjoying this evening?
I'm enjoying some sweet barbecue. They say I shouldn't touch this with my hands because I don't wash my hands after I work, but I think it gives an extra little bit of grit.
You know what I say? Rules are made to be broken. How about that? I'm a bit of a rule breaker myself.
Is this true?
Oh, you watch the show. You watch the show. You know I'm a bit of a rule breaker.
I don't watch the show.
Oh, well, how did you find out about it?
You contacted me.
Oh, no, I disagree. I believe that you contacted me, Harold.
I thought you contacted me,
you know
Harold,
what?
Because of my horoscopes that I write.
Now, it might be my tech team and my production team. They perhaps
yeah. It was that Carla Maga.
Okay, so we'll lay the blame on Carla. How about that? Is that fair? We can agree?
I don't know if it's a blame.
Okay, okay. Well,
she contacted me because oh God, I'm dropping loose meat everywhere.
Well, that's fine. I'm sure we'll be able to locate that at some point, all this loose meat.
My name is Harold. I'm an electrician. I don't know why you were saying engineer. I was an electrician.
Oh, now
Uh,
the production note I got was that you're an engineer.
No, lies.
Okay. So we'll lay
So
blame on that.
I do electrician stuff.
Okay. So,
Right now I'm working at a mill. I'm doing nights. So I'm on my first coffee break.
all right. So you're on a coffee break and you're eating noodles, jerky, and a Canadian Dry. Can we see those noodles? Okay. So it looks like you're eating them out of a measuring cup.
Yeah, it's Pyrex. Actually, this one's called Fire King.
Oh, it's a Fire King. Well, that's a very reputable brand. You're having some ramen noodles there.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Well, it's not often people eat on the show, so this is a bit of a happening.
Well, you're just in luck because I'm gonna eat the whole fucking way through.
All right. Well,
Okay.
the little expletive
So,
never hurt anyone.
Like I said, I'm an electrician. You know, I fix stuff. I make things better with electricity.
Okay.
The thing that, how I got into horoscopes and stuff is when I first started doing this job, as most people in the trades do, we do a lot of cocaine.
Oh.
We do cocaine every day, all day, while we're working, while we're at home, while we're taking a shit. We're doing it.
Wait, hold on.
anytime we
Hold
can.
on. You're doing cocaine while you're on the toilet defecating?
Yeah. What the fuck else am I gonna do it?
Well, is that not difficult?
Yeah. Oh, but you pick it up. You pick it up. So what I do, I don't know if you've ever seen those toilet seats things where there's usually like a thing for if you're taking a good shit, you have your feet up a little bit.
What are you talking about?
So there's these things that go around your toilet. You put them up. Sorry. Give me 1 second. I need a swig of ginger ale.
Yeah. You wanted to get a nice swig of your Canadian Dry.
So what you do for a good poop? I don't know how you don't know about this, James.
Well, it's possible that I know, but you might just be describing it in one of the most erratic ways I've ever heard.
So when I like to have a good poo, and the way everyone should be having good poos,
Okay.
you got these little stools. You put them around the toilet. It lifts your feet up. So you're sitting. There, and you've got like your feet are kind of like this, right?
Right.
So what you've done is now you've created a spot to put your cocaine.
What, on your knees or the stool?
Yeah, you put it on your knee, just the tip of your knee. You get a long enough straw. Now they have reusable straws, which are great.
Yeah, those are great. Not only great for they're not only great for the environment, but for cocaine use off of your own knee.
100% easy to clean. Most of them come with cleaners now. That being said, I stopped doing a lot of drugs.
Okay.
I still microdose often.
All right.
But I'm not doing drugs like I used to. You know? Now I'm working with stuff like styrene. You know what styrene is?
No.
It's a very toxic gas.
Okay.
But it gets you fucking ripped.
All right.
Usually people are using it when they're doing like bricklaying or they're working with fiberglass.
Yeah.
So we've got a whole section of that happening over here. And what I do is I just walk into the area and sniff it a bit and then go back to work.
Okay, but you're not taking it to the bathroom with you and you have to number 2.
No. You can't really do that.
Right. So I want to circle back.
You can take a shit in there while you're sniffing.
Well, and have you ever done that?
If you want to do that, you could do that.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever gone into the room to defecate so you could get a whiff of this toxin?
Of course.
Oh, you say that like I should have already known.
Okay, we're working long hours here.
Okay.
You don't get a long coffee break. I only got a few little minutes with you, right? That's why I'm shoving all this food in my mouth as I'm talking to you.
And I appreciate you. I appreciate you spending your break with us. I really do.
So you get, it's a 12-hour, sometimes more.
Yeah.
A day.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Did you just readjust your scalp?
What?
Well, it looked like you leaned back and you just tried to like readjust your forehead and scalp.
No,
You
I
Get
hadn't.
get some loose skin there.
You shut the fuck up. You're
What?
making fun of me being bald.
No, I'm not. I'm not making fun of you being bald at all.
Piece of shit.
Look,
You know, men like me have such a hard time with being bald, okay? You probably don't even know. You probably have luscious locks, okay?
I wouldn't say they're
men, that's what we
luscious.
struggle with. People will never understand.
Harold, I was not trying to make any remark about whether you're bald or not. I was just curious if you readjusted your scalp. I wondered, is there a condition? Do you have loose skin?
No, I don't got loose skin. Look at this. It's smooth as hell.
How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
I'm torn between early 40s or early 70s.
No, I'm 32.
You're 30. You're younger than me. What happened in your life?
Well, I moved out of my parents' house at the age of 7.
Yes.
You see,
Hmm.
by the time I was 12, I bought my own house.
12?
Yeah. Because I was selling a lot of drugs.
Right. Okay.
So you get a lot of money. So I bought my own house. You know, it was a rough time. It was a rough time. I was doing the drugs. I was selling, but I was buying, and then I was selling, and I was doing it. I was shoving out my butt. You do a lot of things. It makes you a lot older.
Wait, you're shoving it up your butt?
Yeah, sometimes it's sometimes you gotta hide it. Sometimes it goes it absorbs better. You know?
No, okay. Well, it sounds
Sometimes
like
this hole doesn't work as good as that one.
Look,
you know?
I wouldn't know, but I'll take your word for it. I will say this, that it seems like you've had a bit of a risky and rough upbringing, and now you've got a job as an electrician, not an engineer. It sounds like things have balanced themselves out for you for the most part.
Yeah, so what happened was one night after doing a lot of mushrooms.
Okay.
I'd done a lot of mushrooms. I accidentally slipped a little LSD as well. I'm laying in the back of a burnt out F-150. Don't ask me how it was burnt out. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Even remember how I got there.
I'm glad you told me not to ask, because I would have.
I woke up in the back. I'm looking up at the stars. You know what? They start talking to me.
Okay.
You know? I start thinking things, seeing shit, but it's not an illusion. It's all happening.
Can I ask you something?
Yep.
Was something that the stars whispered down to you, is something that they said was, you should grow a mustache?
No, this is a tattoo.
Oh, that's a tattoo? I was going to ask. It was a very precise mustache. That's a tattoo.
Yeah, when I was 8, after I had left my house, I had to look older, you know, when you're not living with your parents anymore, you gotta look older. So I tattooed a mustache. That is for forever.
Can you lean in? I'd like to take a look at this tattoo. You know what? It's quite well done. It's a very well done mustache.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I did it with pens that I found in my grade 3 class.
All right. Well, let's get back to something less disturbing. This is where your love for astrology and horoscopes manifested itself.
Yeah. So, well, after I kind of had that little vision thing, I started to realize I had a real connection, and I started doing reading. I don't know. People think that electricians don't read. Well, this one does.
Wait, who thinks electricians don't read?
A lot of people.
All right.
A lot of people. Look it up. People are like, electricians don't read.
All right.
And they do. They think, I don't know why, but there's this rumor going around that we don't, but we do.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I've heard a lot of rumors that go around. I've never heard, hey, you know, electricians, they don't read. But I'll take your word for it.
Well, you're probably not in the industry where that rumor would be going around.
You're right. Yeah, it's true. I am not in the industry.
Little improv bitch, you fuck. Come on now. Have you even done trades before?
I can't. No, you're right. I can't say that I have.
You've never done a trade job, have you?
No.
No. What have you done? What have you done?
What have I done? Well, do you mean just in life as a profession?
Yeah, what are some of the jobs you had?
Well, some of my other jobs. Most recently, I programmed comedy shows.
Yeah, that's you. Why would you hear anything about an electrician there? Next one.
I facilitated corporate team building events.
Nope.
Yeah.
The only thing that's electric is the vibes you get in between each other up on that stage. And you're not going to hear anything about me up there.
Well, it sounds like you
let's
might
go back
know.
to my
Just the way that
story.
you were talking felt like someone who might know. Talk about the electricity that you might feel on stage. For someone who doesn't know, it's quite a thing to say.
Well, I've seen him, bro.
Okay.
I grew up in the 90s.
All right.
I've seen Whose Line Is It Anyways.
What's that now?
I've seen Whose Line Is It Anyways.
Whose line is it anyways?
Whose lines are they anyways?
All right. I think, Harold, that you and I have gotten off on the wrong foot tonight.
Yeah, I think so too. You know what? Let's put it in the past.
Let's bury the hatchet.
Let's bury the hatchet.
Okay.
I want to talk to you about the reason why Carla brought me onto the show.
Yeah.
It's because I also, on the side, I have a little thing called Harold's Horoscopes. And so I thought maybe we could connect. I could tell you what your horoscope is and how it affects you and whatnot.
Sure.
And how it aligns with stars. And do you know anything about stars?
No.
Astrology?
Zero.
Perfect. So one of my favorite astrology stars is the beefy tuna king. Have you ever seen that one?
No.
You probably heard of like the Little Dipper or the Big Dipper, right? Have you heard of any other ones?
Why are these constellations?
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard of them, but I'll be honest, I don't really remember any of them.
Well, there's a bunch. There's the big tuna can. There's Girthy Ernie.
Girthy Ernie?
Yeah, Girthy Ernie's real good.
It sounds like it.
It's wild because it actually takes up most of the sky. So you can't see all of Girthy Ernie at the same time. So sometimes you'll see the top or you'll see the tip of Ernie.
All right.
Yeah. And what it means is it's a god. Ernie's a god. And it's related to digestion.
Okay.
So if you have an upset stomach, a tummy, your tummy hurts a lot, you should probably start praying to Girthy Ernie.
Okay, so if anyone's out there and you've got an upset stomach a lot, you should start praying to Girthy Ernie, the constellation. Okay. Well, I'm curious to know, do you have any horoscopes for me?
Yeah. When's your birthday?
Well, my birthday is on September 5th.
Oh, little virgin boy over here, huh?
Oh, is that what that's called now?
Yeah, little Virgo boy.
I thought we buried the
virgin.
hatchet.
Virgin.
Yeah. I thought we buried the hatchet.
So you're not a virgin?
No.
That's weird. A lot of Virgos are virgins.
Okay, well, I wasn't aware of that.
So what happened?
Well, wait, hold on. What's your astrological sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Okay.
Scorpios, they're crazy. We got a real riled up personality and hard sex drive.
Yeah, it shows.
Right? Love me a good noodle, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm not sure I do know what you mean, but okay. September 5th.
Okay. So, you're a virgin, you're a Virgo. There's a lot of great things about you. You know, you're judgmental. I'm gonna say that's a good thing. A lot of people don't think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing because you judge, but you do it in a good way.
Okay.
You know, you mean well.
Fair. That's fair.
You correct people if you don't think they're doing something good or what they're doing's bad. You correct them.
Sure.
And you only do that to ones you truly love.
Yeah,
Or
I would
something
say
you don't care about.
I would say that's
treat it.
accurate. I would say that is accurate.
You're also you act bubbly and fun, and you're kind. But when you go back to your house by yourself, like when the cameras turn off,
Yeah.
you're gonna cry. You cry a lot, and you jerk off a lot too.
That this is in my horoscope.
Hey, baby, it's in the stars.
Yeah. The girthy Ernie. It's in the constellations of girthy.
No, that's
Ernie.
digestion. That's digestion.
Yeah.
That's
My apologies.
You see, Virgos, they're horny, sad people,
Okay.
but they're kind. You know?
Okay. So if
I
there's
think
any
you
other
can agree with it. I think you can agree with it.
I don't. But if there's any other Virgos who feel represented, if you're horny, sad, and kind, then
Please tell us in the comments.
yeah. Tell us in the comment section.
If there's any Virgos out there, are you sad and extremely horny?
All right, so let us know. We've also got right here.
James.
I'm also a Virgo. So someone in the comment, I'm also a Virgo. So maybe they can confirm whether they're sad, horny, and kind.
Are you?
Well,
we're waiting.
Yeah, we'll wait for the comments.
You for the horoscope tomorrow for you. Let me just ding in and figure out what your horoscope is tomorrow.
Sure, yeah. As we begin to wind down. Is everything fine over there?
No, I just had to connect in. Your perfect time of the day is going to be 2 p.m.
Oh, why is that?
I don't know. That's just what it tells me.
So that's the horoscope?
No, there's more to it, James.
All right.
2 p.m. A color that's going to be good for you tomorrow that you should try wear or be around is piss yellow.
Wasn't aware that color was classified with that descriptor.
Well, it's a translucent brownie yellow.
All right. For someone who doesn't consume enough, someone who doesn't consume enough water.
Yeah. It's also saying your best match is going to be astragalus.
You mean a Sagittarius?
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
Oh, yeah. My apologies.
It's astragalus.
Forgive my ignorance.
There's also the Yancer, which is actually how you pronounce cancer.
Right.
Everyone calls it cancer. It's Yancer.
Sure.
We got Iris. That's Aries. We got Yum. That's a Gemini.
Okay.
What else is there? We've got oh god, there's a lot.
Don't stress yourself out. I've got an update from the person in the chat based on the description of what was it? Sad, horny, and lonely, or
no,
excuse me,
just sad and horny.
Kind. This person writes, seems accurate. So, well, look, Harold, any last words before we call it a night? We continue on with the show, and you continue on with your supper break.
Oh fuck! I really gotta get going.
All right.
You know, what I would say is, life is but a Canadian Dry. Okay, it's sweet, but it's gonna fuck you up.
Okay.
Yeah, I know some of you gonna think that's confusing.
Well, those
but
were
once you get it, you'll fucking get it.
Some truly mystical words.
Yeah.
Well, Harold, I want to thank you so much for being here. It's really been a treat meeting and talking to you for the first time ever. And who knows if there will ever be another encounter.
Probably not.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'm just being honest, James.
Okay, fair enough. I guess I didn't make the cut. Well, Harold, thanks again and have a good rest of the night, okay? Oh, God. Oh.
Yeah, we're back from break, James.
Okay, I've never seen anyone eat ramen noodles inside of some type of gas mask before. I don't know if I've ever had a guest so hostile towards me in my life. First time appearance from Harold, the electrician, who happens to be a fanatic of horoscopes and astrology. So look, we've got another first time guest on their way out, and I certainly hope it's less hostile than that previous guest. Here he is, coming in hot, first time ever. He is the man that some of us know as the GOAT, but tonight we introduce him under the name that was given to him upon birth. Welcome, Alex Gauthier. Alex, welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
You like that introduction from the house band, Andy and the Revolving Doors?
I like the riff. I was unsure when it was coming though, if I'm being
Yeah, because
honest.
it's like the intro comes in, then there's a long delay, and then it sounds like a
Yeah.
It's more of a stinger than really an entry song.
Yeah, it's true. Like it's not even a full like set of chords. It's just like three.
Look,
Yeah.
we're not here to be
Sorry, I don't want to roast
no,
you.
don't worry.
Andy.
No, don't worry. We're both guilty of this. We're not music the reviewers in this moment. Alex, is your first time here. Welcome. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now,
Thank you for having me.
I have to tell you that I've never done so much prep as I have for your interview.
Oh, thank you. That's really nice. I don't know what to say to that.
Well, you don't have to say anything. Look, I want you to relax. I get the sense that you're pretty nervous.
A little bit.
You're a little bit nervous. On a scale of 1 to 10 Jameses, 1 James being the least nervous, 10 Jameses being the most, where do you clock in on the scale of Jameses?
I'm gonna say 6.
Okay, 6. So is there anything that I can do to calm you down?
I mean, I got a nice blanket here.
Wait, you brought a blanket onto the show?
Yeah, it's nice and cozy.
Were you wearing it over your lap like an old timer at a retirement community?
Exactly, yeah.
All right, well, do you have slippers on too?
I do have slippers on. I have $5 Canadian Tire slippers on here.
Now, do they have the heel, or is it an open? Yeah, can you your background is just really ruining the shot. Yeah, those are so you have old person slippers.
Yep.
All right. Well, are you wearing pants?
I am wearing pants, yeah.
What kind of pants do you have on tonight?
I got like some gray khakis on.
Okay, so you're still wearing real life pants. You're not wearing pajamas or jogging pants.
No, not yet.
Okay, but you intend to, is from what I gather. Okay. I've done a fair bit of preparation because I thought, you know what? Everyone comes on here, they're crazy and they're wacky and they're playing guitar and they're eating ramen noodles and they're sucking down Canadian dries, or you got Italian mob bosses, or you got these sleaze bags, you got cult members. I thought, what if I did an interview that I did proper preparation for to really learn about our guests? I want to start learning about our guests. How do you feel about that? Does that make you more nervous or less?
I feel like neither. I'm curious to see what the questions are. It doesn't make me
feel
go...
nothing about it.
No, I feel interested, but I'm not like more or less nervous, I would say.
I understand. So let's begin. So, folks, if you're just tuning in, this is Alex Gauthier. This is the first time he's ever been on this show. The show's been happening for almost a year. We're going to have what I am calling Getting to Know Goat. What do you think about that name?
I'm good with it. I like it.
The name? Okay, great. So we're going to begin with the first question. Alex, tell us, where did you grow up?
So I grew up in 2 very different places. I spent the first 5 years of my life in Blainville, if you know where that is.
Of course, I did not know that you grew up in Blainville.
Yeah, just
close to Rosemere.
That's it. Well, I went to elementary school in Rosemere, to McKeag.
Right. Okay.
And then we moved to the West Island.
So those are 2 very different places. You moved from Blainville to the West. I did not know that.
Yep.
All right. So, Alex, can you tell us, what was your childhood like?
I don't know. I feel like it was pretty busy. I want to
say, you don't have to pull any punches.
Okay. I mean, I'm pretty busy. I was a pretty, I'd say also pretty depressed kid sometimes, but
okay, so you really accepted that not pull any punches.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
Now, when you say depressed, how do you mean?
Like I think I was just a kid. Like I always I was the kid who like would take it hard when people would pick on me, so people would
Right.
pick on me more. Probably
Right.
something you're
Which,
familiar with.
now that you're telling me that, makes me feel bad because in our circle of friends, you at times tend to be, how can I put this? The target.
Yeah.
We've had Big Daddy Lou on the show. He's oftentimes the target. Carmen Rose, who used to be on the show, she's the target often. But only now do I feel bad about it.
It's okay. I feel like I'm better about it now. There's certain
Okay.
specific things that are worse than others, but
Okay.
yeah.
So we won't get into that. Now, I want to get into your teen years. Alex, can you tell me, what was your high school experience like? You don't have to pull any punches.
Yeah, like it was interesting. I think like I enjoyed high school up until grade 9. Grade 9
Okay.
was when I used to have a lot of acne.
Okay.
Still got a bit, but yeah, like I also had an interesting high school. I was one of those people who I guess I'll just admit it. I like very quickly in 7th grade had a crush on like I think it was one or two people, and like one of them did not go so well. The other one never found out about it. Like I don't even think she knows to this day.
Okay. So it sounds like you had an okay time up until grade 9, but
Yeah.
in grade 7, you had a crush on two people. One
Yeah.
of them didn't know.
Yeah.
Why did it not go well?
Well, the other one, so our
You don't
school,
have to pull any punches.
yeah, no, I'm not going to pull any punches. Sorry. Yeah, the first one, our school was shaped like a circle. So one of the things I used to do, and this is like kind of creepy looking back, was I'd walk around the circle hoping to run into her. Um,
Well, I guess you got some exercise at the same time.
exactly,
Right.
exactly. And she found out and she looked at me one day and was like, "Are you Alex Gauthier?"
Now, at this point, are you excited?
It was a mix. It was both fear and excitement.
Right.
And then she told me to I think she told me to fuck off. I think
All
she
right.
like straight up told me to fuck off.
Right.
So I
Well,
did.
when you're a, people forget that grade 7, you're still quite a child, right?
Yeah.
12 years old, 13. No one really knows what to do. Now, certainly you wouldn't wander around a circular building now.
No, probably not. I'd probably have better stuff to do. Hopefully.
Right. But are you telling me if you didn't have better stuff to do, you would walk around a circular building waiting to run into someone?
I might, you know what? I might do it. I might like I feel like pandemic has like kind of like brought about that like feeling again sometimes of just like wanting to like connect.
Okay, so this isn't mutually exclusive to a romantic interest. You could
No.
walk around the circle waiting to run into a friend.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right.
Like, and I think that it was a bit of that as well. Like, if I saw my friends, then we would walk around as a group together.
Okay. So just a group of boys walking around and around in a circle.
100%, yeah.
Now, tell us, what are you drinking there?
This is water. It's not
Okay.
water.
It's quite an interesting bottle for water. It feels like we're at a wood fire oven pizza restaurant.
I think that's where it's from.
Okay.
The previous tenants of the apartment left it behind, so I just.
So you just inherited leftover bottles.
Yep.
All right. Let's move on to our next question. Alex, tell me, what are some of your favorite hobbies or general interests?
These days it's been a lot of, well, I guess like I haven't really done improv, but that's definitely a big one. Like
Sure.
I was looking at my CV today, and that's one that's on there.
Improv? You put improv on your CV?
I do put improv on my CV. Yeah, I'm a teacher, so it's like oftentimes people will be like, "Oh, like that's a cool thing. What's
Okay,
that
fair.
about?"
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I've been playing a lot of Dungeons and Dragons too, and I've been recently like watching a lot of car stuff. I'm kind of waiting for summer to come so that I can
What do you
work
mean
on
by
my
car stuff? Like the movie Cars?
No, like I'll watch videos of people fixing things on their cars.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, let me ask you this. Are you a fan of Jay Leno? He's got quite a car collection.
I do like his collection. I'm not a fan of the guy or his comedy.
Now, if I were to ask you to do a Jay Leno impersonation, could you do a Jay Leno impersonation?
Well, I'd imagine it's. I know it's like high pitched. Like I'm, um, like yeah, Madonna. She came out the other day. What's up with that? Like something like that.
So you said Madonna came out the other day. What's up with that?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Okay, so that sounds all like very nice interest. Let's move on to the next question. Now, Alex, tell us, what's something people might be surprised to learn about you?
Oh boy. I don't actually know. I think like there's a few different things. Like I think
Mhm.
that like that I'm a wrestling fan might be one.
Sure,
Um,
sure. Now, why do you think that would surprise people?
um oh,
What was that?
sorry, that was my partner
Right.
who's I think watching the stream
No,
and is
I
overhearing.
thought you were watching some type of reality series in the background, like you had like Mob Wives on or something like that.
No,
I'd
no.
also like to point out to our tech that we've got a cursor on screen right now.
I'm sorry.
No, don't worry. You're not the tech, Alex.
Oh, okay.
That's not you.
I also had my cursor in the middle
All
of the
right.
screen.
So you're a wrestling fan. That might surprise
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
But so my partner from the distance also said that I'm terrible at identifying leaves and green vegetables because we do an one-off, one-on a week thing where we do the groceries, and she'll often put things like basil, green onions. What
Hmm.
else is there?
Well, green onions isn't a leaf,
It has leaves on it, and that's a problem for me.
right?
Parsley also. I'll just grab the first thing. It's not that I grab it, it's that you may know this, the St. Henry Super C is
Sure.
notorious for clumping their vegetables together. So I'll just grab whichever one seems to be the closest to what I
So you
want to
just
get.
guess.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to come to your defense and say that I think you're in the midst of being shamed, but I think at this point you're bringing it on yourself by not really looking at the produce or even the labels.
I do look at the labels, but oftentimes because they're like at the top, they'll be
Okay.
close together and
Yeah.
I can't really tell which one is which.
Okay. That's I was going to say that's fair, but I don't know if it would be fair to say that. We're going to move on to our next question. Now, Alex,
All right.
things are going to get a little bit spicy.
Okay.
What are some of your turn-ons, but some of your turn-offs?
Ooh. I guess turn ons. I think someone who's smart, usually someone who I guess I was gonna say someone who's funny, but it's more someone who laughs at the stuff that I think is funny.
Okay,
Um,
so you want someone to enjoy what you're enjoying.
yes,
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just cleaned that up for you a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry.
Well, don't
Um,
apologize to me.
um, turn ons. I usually date a lot of people with dark hair. Usually that's a thing. I don't think I've ever dated anyone who's blonde.
Mhm.
Not like
But are you opposed to it?
I'm not. No, I wouldn't
Okay.
say
It just happened
opposed.
to be a thing that happened.
Yeah, it's a pattern
Mhm.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a
All right. What
pattern.
about some
What
of
am
your
I?
turn-offs?
Turn offs. I think one this is gonna sound weird, but when I speak French, I have a Quebecois accent, and one of the ways I'll know that a date is going badly or like
I mean, if
sour
you're
me
on
to
a
the
date
exp.
with someone who's also francophone.
No, like usually it's anglophones, but they'll comment that my accent sounds either weird or like sounds um like it doesn't sound good, and that's
So when someone criticizes your
yeah,
accent, that turns you off.
100%. Yeah.
Now, if I were to ask you, could you do Jay Leno but in French? I want you to say the same thing you said earlier, but in French. So, did you hear Madonna came out? What's up with that? Can you do that in French with the
Sure, I
Jay
can.
Leno voice? Yeah, let's hear that.
L'autre jour, Madonna est sortie. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça?
Yeah. It sounds less like Jay Leno and more like if you saw like a server at like a cascade talking to another
Exactly.
employee.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on to our next question. Alex,
All right.
what would you consider to be your greatest strength, but also your greatest weakness?
so I have to answer one thing for both, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Probably. I think probably my intent. Like I think I'm a very intense person a lot of the time, and I
Now, is
think
that a
that
strength or a weakness?
both. I think it can be good
Oh.
for when you're performing and like
Mhm.
teaching, but I think it can also
But not
backfire.
good when you're following someone around a school.
Exactly. It can come off as stalkerish.
Okay.
Um,
So your greatest strength is also your greatest weakness.
exactly. But that's
Okay.
what I thought you were asking, was one thing for both.
It could be also, you could have some that are exclusive to each.
Oh, okay. I think I'm a good listener too, is a good
Okay.
strength. I'd say
Yeah,
that
that
that's
is.
a strength. And another weakness. So I've been doing a lot of job interviews recently, and I'll just say the weakness I tell them is I'm really bad at administrative tasks.
Okay. Well, that's good that you're
Um,
honest about it.
yeah. So
Right.
like organizing and stuff, like I'm trying to learn. I always make it seem like I'm working on it, but
Yeah.
it's something that is not, I prefer not to do.
So you're not working on it.
I am. In some ways I am, but
Okay.
if I could get away with letting it be, then I probably would. But I'm not going to tell them that.
All right. Well, that's so you're honest, but also dishonest.
Exactly.
All
That's
right.
what you got
So
to be in job interviews, though. Like no
gotta
one
be on.
wants to
Hey.
know everything.
Okay. Well, here, let me have a follow up. If you had to give anyone any type of tips for future job interviews, what do you think your tips would be?
I think probably just to like relax. I think that's the main thing. Like I think that's when you're most relaxed, those are often the best job interviews,
Sure.
which is, it's kind of tough when you're interviewing online, but yeah, I think it's just to like go in with some kind of confidence
Yeah.
and knowing that like you're going to do well.
Okay.
Still doesn't always work out, but
All right. Well, so Alex, as we begin to wind down, tell me, what are you hoping to achieve in 2021?
um so I'm going back to the car thing, I'm actually hoping to make some of my own videos. I don't
Okay.
know. I've kind of given up on streaming actually. I was streaming videos where I drove a virtual truck. And that's kind of gone by the wayside
Okay.
now.
Now, where can we find those videos?
You can look me up at Garage Goat on Twitch.
Wait, your Garage Goat?
That's right, I'm Garage Goat.
So you answered the question about being a Virgo who is lonely, horny, and kind?
Yeah, exactly.
So you're hoping to get some type of car show online?
Yeah, I
Do you
don't
have
know
any
if I'll.
ideas? Do you have any ideas for premises or names or anything?
Well, I got the Garage Goat like brand name across the board. I got Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah.
I even got a Gmail with that name so I could do these things. But
So you've even got a Gmail.
yeah, exactly.
right.
Garage I think it's a garage_goat as well at
Okay.
gmail.com if anyone
Sure.
wants to email me.
Right.
But like the main thing, I guess the projects that I have is I'm gonna repaint the hood of my car. I'm going to
Just the hood?
yeah, because it's a well, I'm not actually gonna use paint. I'm gonna put a vinyl covering on it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Is
very
it going to be a
specific.
different color?
Yes, so my car is white and the hood will be black.
So you're going to have a white car with a black hood.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be doing a start button instead of turning the key, I'll turn the key and then just press a button.
Okay.
It's not useful. It's just a thing to do mostly.
Not useful, but a thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. Because I still got to turn anyway.
Right.
And what else I'd like to get a job. That'd be nice. I'm working a lot these days. I'm teaching, but like a full-time job would be
Okay.
nice. Or I applied for a master's program to get into a master's in English lit. That'd be good.
Well, that's good. I'll keep my fingers crossed. I hope
Thanks,
for the
man.
best. Now, I want to end this because it's been a bit of a heavy segment in some respects with a fun question. Alex,
Yeah, let's do it.
who would your 3 celebrity dinner party guests be?
Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna go. I said wrestling fan, so I'm gonna go with one wrestler,
Okay.
and I think I would pick. I'm trying to think. I guess I've been listening to a lot of the Renee Paquette podcast,
Sure.
so I'm gonna go John Moxley.
Okay,
think
so
that
her husband.
Exactly, yeah,
Yeah.
because he's been on it a lot recently.
Sure.
Second person, I'm gonna go
You know, I met
with.
him at Schwartz once. I
Oh,
ran into him
really?
at Schwartz. Yeah, he couldn't have been any less interested.
I think that's why
Yeah.
I want him there. Is that like I kind of want him.
Saw a friend of mine, saw someone else that I had met in my travels. Got introduced to a couple other people, and this guy could not have cared less. Which
You
on
like the
some level,
sandwich?
what's that now?
Did you like the Schwartz's sandwich? Did he approve?
I recall him saying he thought it was fine. So
Oof.
I think I was more bothered by that than his indifference.
Yeah, this is making me rethink it, but you know what? I'm gonna stick
No,
to
no,
it
no,
for
no.
the
This is your
purposes.
list.
Yeah,
You want to make your
yeah,
dinner party? It's fine. He might
yeah.
not talk to you though.
Is it
It's your
dead or
list.
alive or just
Why not? How about?
okay? I'm gonna go. You know what? For fun, I'll add another wrestler. I'll say Owen Hart.
Okay.
Um,
Yep.
I think that would be fun. Those two together would probably be an interesting duo.
Sure.
And third person, I'm gonna go in the car world. I am going to go John DeLorean, just for the
John
hell of
DeLorean. Okay.
yeah,
Is now is he
famous.
creator of the DeLorean?
Yes, famous cocaine smuggler.
Oh,
Yeah, he's famous for getting busted for
yeah.
he was using his car company to smuggle cocaine
Okay.
into the United States. And
And how about this?
yes,
What if I asked you to add 3 more people to the dinner party?
okay.
Let's
I
add
think
three more.
all right. I'm gonna go. Um, you know what's AEW again? Scorpio Sky.
Okay. Yeah.
Seems like a fun guy. He would like. I feel like he'd be a good like referee, keeping everybody like
Okay.
happy. Um, trying to think. Who's someone that I've been watching? Oh, I've been watching a lot of the show Rust Valley Restorers.
Probably a car show.
It's a car
Got it.
show. So I'd say there's two guys on there that I feel like would be good on that. One of them is this guy Mike Hall,
Mm-hmm.
very Canadian. He has a raspy voice.
Yeah.
He owns the shop and
Yep.
he's constantly in money trouble. And he has a
Mhm.
friend who looks like he's like a shorter, chubbier guy. And
Okay.
he has a very distinctive laugh.
Yeah.
His name is Avery Schoaf.
Okay.
I think those two would be
Yeah.
the
Okay.
along
So
with
to
Scorpio Sky
recap,
would
we've got John Moxley.
yes,
We've got Owen Hart, who's deceased.
yes,
We've got John DeLorean.
yes,
We've got Scorpio Sky.
yes,
We've got Mike Hall,
yes.
and we've got Avery.
Schoaf.
This you get yourself a real sausage party here.
That's true. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, let's add 3 women to the mix.
Okay. All
Just
right.
so it's not just a sausage party.
All right. Okay. Let's say another wrestler. Let's say Luna Vachon.
Also deceased.
Also deceased, yeah.
Yep. Luna Vachon.
My partner is suggesting Japanese wrestler Maki Ito.
Okay.
I think
Yep.
I'll agree with her for the
Okay.
purposes of this.
Yep.
Not deceased. To be
Yep.
clear. And the last person, I think I'll go with. I've been watching a lot of Superstore also recently.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with America Ferrara.
Okay, so that's the real outlier here because up to this point it's been car enthusiasts and professional wrestlers.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And you know what? Just for kicks, I would like for invite your whole family to be there too.
Okay, yeah, I'd do it.
All right. Well, Alex, I would love to do this again.
Yeah, let me know whenever, man.
Yeah, this forces me to be a better host.
Is there anything that I could offer? I feel like sometimes I cut you off.
No, I thought you were great.
Okay.
The only last question I have is what is this background you've got? Looks like
it's
some type of it's a scene from the show Dexter where he might kill someone.
It's meant to be a garage. It's meant to be.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, it's meant to be the. I think it's. I will sometimes use it or I did sometimes use it when I was streaming as my background.
Garage
so
Goat.
Would be fun. Exactly.
All right. Well, look, I want to hold you to that show. I want to see it.
I'll do it for sure. As long as I'm going to try to get some cameras going and trying to get some people to help me out. But yeah.
All right. Well, I hope for the best. Look, Goat, I'm really glad you were here. Let's do it again soon, okay? We have to do part 2. No holds barred.
Oh, sounds good.
Yep. All right. Later, Goat.
Take care. Have a good night. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, we're back from the break.
Might be the last night for this house band. I want to invite you to join us this coming Friday, jam-packed show. Dimitri Kirez is going to be here. Alexandra Brown. I've never called her Alexandra. I wanted to give it a try. She'll be here. Connor Rose is going to be here. And Raquel Belmonte is going to be here. This is a fully loaded show. That's this Friday right here, twitch.tv/@homewithjames. Let us welcome our final guest of the evening. He is the band leader of the house band. He is the person who keeps the Revolving Doors in check. Let's welcome Andy Assaf.
Yeah. And we're back, James. Welcome back from break.
Well, Andy, I have to tell you, I think that I don't know if your guitar was plugged in there.
Oh, is it unplugged again? You know, this happens a lot where the guitar is just not working. So sorry for that if that's the case. You can't hear it right now?
Now we can.
Oh, okay. How's it going, James?
I'm doing okay. Yeah, thanks so
cool,
much
man.
for leading the band. What a show tonight, huh?
Yeah, great show, stacked show.
What did you think about that interview?
I thought it was great. I thought I understand what Garage Goat's all about now, and I can't wait to check out his streams.
I feel like that he has to come on and do some type of garage car segment as opposed to a driveway car.
I would love to have to watch you guys both drive a truck together.
Well, I've never driven in my life.
But not a real truck, like a virtual truck.
I'll tell you what, Andy, the only thing I drive is my romantic interest crazy.
Oh, there he is.
I think I should end the show after saying that.
Nah, man, it's great. I love it. We're back from break.
I don't drive people crazy.
No, James, you're the most personable guy I know. That's why I'm
that's
your
very
band
nice.
leader.
That's very nice of you to say. I think I'm quite a charming young man.
I would agree.
Thank you. And
it's not just my job.
No, you're. I like that a lot. You're a pretty charming guy too.
Oh, thanks, James. That's why you hired me.
Well, for a variety of reasons, but that was a big one. Look, Andy, you're here with the band tonight.
Yeah.
You've got yourself new backup tonight by the looks of things.
Yeah, it's Sum 41. They're the band tonight. They're the backing band tonight. We're the Revolving Doors. It's always a different backing band.
Yeah.
And tonight, Canada's own. I think they're also from Napanee. Is that right, guys? They're a little quiet right now, but Canadian, born and raised pop punk band Sum 41.
Sure. What are some of your favorite Sum 41 songs?
Oh, you got to go with Fat Lip.
Yeah.
Which is the one I was just playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that one where it goes like, it's one of those songs, is like a Hell Song? That one.
Okay. What about quintessential teen party song of the early 2000s, In Too Deep?
Oh, you got to go In Too Deep. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Well, you know, these guys are the master songwriters, right, of our generation.
Sum 41 is the master songwriters of our generation.
They're the gold standard.
They're the gold standard?
I don't think you could hold a flame to their song catalog, James.
What does that mean?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to get rude. You know, I don't mean.
No,
to get
I was
up.
just curious.
I
don't
I'm supposed to be always jovial. And
hold on. You said
jokes.
you don't think I could hold a flame to their catalog, meaning that I'm not the musician that they are.
Well, I didn't direct it just at you, but yeah, I don't think you could. I don't think you could shred up against Derek or Jono or Slim Mickey or Old Pete over here. He's the
oldest member of the band.
oldest member of Sum 41.
Yeah.
Or Bookie Phil. He handles all of my sports bets.
Yeah, well, it's nice to know he's got a side hustle in addition to being a multi-platinum recording artist.
Canadian music, my friend.
Your bets. Well, Andy, take us through what's going on tonight, man. I'm happy to be catching up. You've got the Revolving Door, new band.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of financial woes, we actually concocted a plan to kind of bring some more income to the show, James.
I don't recall us speaking about financial woes.
Well, the boys were speaking about it because they're Canadian musicians.
They were okay.
Yeah, but we're actually writing an album right now, James. They're helping me write the first At Home with James studio album.
Wait, you mean there's going to be a soundtrack to this show?
Yeah, we're going to have a whole... right now it's an EP. Okay, so I
Okay.
actually have a couple tracks that I could talk about, maybe.
I'd love that. That's very exciting. I wasn't aware of
We'll
this.
call up the record label. We'll see.
Okay.
But hopefully we're gonna expand it to like a triple, like a 3 CD box set. You know, like
That's
a
a lot of
Stadium
tracks.
Arcadium. You know what I mean?
That's a lot of tracks. What was that you just mentioned?
Stadium Arcadium, you know, that Red Hot Chili Peppers album where you open it, you're like, oh, cool, there's 2 CDs, and then you open it again, there's 2 more CDs. And you're like, this is too many songs.
I'm not a fan of the Chili Peppers. I don't
Yeah,
own
me
any of
neither.
their work.
Me neither.
All right. So you're working on an at-home album. So you told us that you're going to tell us about some of the tracks. So I'd love to hear about some of these songs.
The studios, I mean, the label said technically, legally speaking, we have to kind of clear some of these titles with you first. So are you cool if we just go through some of these titles that for the songs?
Yeah, I would love to.
So this is a pop punk album, James. Do you like
Okay.
pop punk?
Sure. I'm not a fan, but I can live with it.
That's great, man. Okay, so the first song, of course, is Lifestyles of James and the Twitch Famous, right?
Okay.
So this is going to be like one of those like hottie, sexy songs that like, you know, talk about all the stuff you're using all these bits for, right? Like your jacuzzi parties and your champagne champagne showers.
Well, I don't drink, and the song title sounds eerily similar to the Good Charlotte song "Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous."
Oh no, don't say that name around these guys. They got a beef.
They got a beef with Good Charlotte?
Beef. Yeah. Ever since the guy from Good Charlotte is, what I found out recently, married to Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
He stole her from Derek, man.
Derek was dating Cameron. Derek Whibley was dating Cameron Diaz.
Well, it was a short fling after Avril, you know. He doesn't like talking about it too much. So.
Okay. It's quite interesting that Avril Lavigne went to Chad Kroeger, and then you're saying that Derek Whibley went to Cameron Diaz, who's
now with the singer from the guitarist from Good Charlotte, one of those jabronis.
Okay, all right. So it sounds like the heat has transferred to you as well. You're not a fan, so yeah. Was it Lifestyles of the James and the Twitch Famous?
Yeah. Okay, so that's just like the party track opens up the album like, oh yeah, we're freaking killing it on Twitch here at home with James, baby. And then we're gonna slow it down a bit, right? Every good pop punk song, you gotta have your "I Miss You."
Slow it down after the first track.
Yeah, you
slow things down after track 1.
You go 70 miles an hour. And then you got to pump the brakes. Go get the car guy back on here. Goat could back this up.
Garage Goat. Okay.
Garage Goat could back this up. Yeah. But this is going to be a sadder kind of ballad style song, right? So this is "Stay Together" for Sydney in the chat.
Yep.
So this is essentially about the show breaking up, right?
Right.
The money got to your head. You started doing all sorts of whippets and opiates and other designer drugs that you can't even get unless you're on the dark web. And then all the techs kind of did like an intervention, and you said, "Now we're done. We're pulling the plug in the show."
The world of this song is that I fall into a life of, I guess, sounds like drugs and debauchery.
Well, yeah, none of these drugs are psychoactives because you don't do drugs, but you still like do all the drug user things that like make you like a pompous rich asshole, and it pushes those you love away from you.
Right.
And then
And
then at one point I come and I said, "Hey James, let's stay together for Sid in the chat," and then you remember what it's all about.
Well, I'm sure he'll appreciate that, and I would, in fact, stay together for Sid and everyone else. Okay, what else do we have on this collector's edition album? Well, Andy, I think you might be muted.
Hello?
You're back now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, this audio gear is malfunctioning. You know, recording an album, you shred too hard, it breaks it.
Yeah, things get out of hand.
It's definitely not related to the parts where I wasn't playing music. Okay, yeah. So moving on, Nerds Suck. This one's just for you, James.
Oh, I like the sound of that song.
Yeah, Nerds Suck. This not a parody on anything, just straight up. You know, just embodies all the things you hate about nerds, and we're really gonna.
What would those things be?
It's a diss track, really. It's a diss track.
It's a diss track, yeah. So what gets dissed in this album?
Yeah, like Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
Going to town on Star Trek. Role-playing games, Dungeons and Dragons. Sorry, Goat, you're on the diss track. Mark Rowland.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, it's mostly a diss track to Mark Rowland and kind of working out your feelings about him. So
Mark and his general interests.
Yeah, it's called Nerds Suck. Yeah.
Well, I do want to say, I'm in talks with Mark right now. He's going to come on soon to rank the top 10 nerdiest subcultures very soon.
Oh man, I can't wait to hear that stuff. I got to use some of that stuff for my lyrics for this.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Now we're gonna shift gears a little bit here, James.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get a little sexy, a little sultry. It's Hump Day.
Okay.
Hello. This one's Picking Up Chicks with an X, featuring none other Connor Rose makes his rap debut.
This is a rap.
Yeah,
track
this is like a new metal. It's kind of
All right.
like when Linkin Park and Busta Rhymes collaborated. It's going to be
Yeah,
similar
sure.
to that.
Or the entire Judgment Night soundtrack from the early 90s.
Yeah, I know that one.
Deep cut. There's a deep cut.
Judgment Night? Is that a soundtrack for a movie?
It's a soundtrack to the movie Judgment Night. My personal favorite collaboration was Faith No More and the Booyah Tribe.
Oh, yes, of course, this album. I've heard the songs, but I just never watched the movie. And, of course, there's going to be a movie paired with this album release. I
Oh,
hope you
great.
know that.
Specifically the album or that one song, Picking Up Chicks?
It's mostly going to consist of some pickup strategies by none other than Connor Rose. Okay, this one's a little I don't know if I can get away with, but Jimmy Eat COVID-69.
Oh, you want to dig into that one?
Nope.
All right.
Nope, that's another parody song. Moving on.
Yeah.
And then finally to round out the album, right? Where oh no, wait, we got two more. What's my favorite pair of pants again?
Sure. Okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense. I got a pair of pants there that I'm very happy about.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about your different pairs of pants. Do you
Sure.
like the cords? Do you like the cargo shorts maybe just during the summer, you know?
Yeah, I can get you the answer. I don't like cargo shorts.
Exactly. So we're going to answer those questions and I know,
Sure.
as you can tell, I know what you like pants-wise.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me ask you, where'd you get those pants from? Was that an Old Navy purchase, a Uniqlo?
It was in fact an Old Navy purchase.
They make some good pants.
They do.
Yeah. Are we talking like straight jeans? Are we talking chinos?
No, we're talking chinos. I am the
Ooh.
Chino Mino.
That's one of the lyrics. He's
There
the
we go.
Chino Mino. Anyways, finally, rounding out the whole album, I really wanted something that like encapsulated you, James. That really ties this bow on this beautiful piece of art we're building. And of course, it's Sugar, We're Going Down, Little Cuties.
So this sounds like a take on the Fall Out Boy song "Sugar, We're Going Down."
No, don't talk about those guys in front of these guys.
But they don't like Fall Out Boy either. What happened there?
Because Fall Out Boy lead singer is dating probably another supermodel or some shit. I don't know.
So the lead singer of Fall Out Boy is dating a
I bet you if I Google it right now, Fall Out Boy lead singer wife question mark a lot of them. So yeah, Elisa Yao, of course, famous person.
Oh, so this person was previously dating Derek Whibley, I imagine.
And yeah, exactly, man. Derek gets around, man.
So the name of this song is what is it again?
Oh, Sugar, We're Going Down, Little Cuties.
Well, it sounds really close to Sugar, We're Going Down Swinging.
Let the lawyers decide that. You know, I'm just about the songwriting. We're really just going to focus on.
It sounds like none of these songs are originals. They're just songs that already exist with a slight variation.
James, there's no such thing as originality. Nothing's new under the sun. But I'll tell you what, we write a song called Sugar, We're Going Down, Little Cuties. We're going to make $45 million sales.
Wow, that's a high estimate.
We'll go platinum within a week.
Within a week? Okay. So
we're going to bring the little cutie mindset to the masses.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Think about it. All the gear you want to buy for the show, you know, paying for Dimitri's nose surgery. We can do all that stuff finally.
All right. Well, I'm glad to know that we'll be able to share the wealth after this album goes platinum within a week.
Yeah. Well, my lawyers will be in contact with the split. The band's going to take a significant cut, of course, because again, can't hold a candle to Derek.
Yeah, you can't hold a candle to the boys of Sum 41. Well, look. We'll figure all this sort of stuff out off air, Andy. I want to thank you so much for taking that initiative.
Hey, James, thanks for having me, man. I'm going to be playing out the theme song, so you can just close at the show, and we're going to rock on.
Oh, you're just going to hang around.
And check out your local HMV for the new hit CD, At Home Sessions with James.
Well,
maybe we can have you on a track. We'll talk
I'm not
later.
quite sure that there's any HMVs that exist, but I'd be happy to collaborate on the.
They're going to reopen it.
The Nerds Suck. Is that the
Yeah.
name? Yeah, I'll collaborate on that one.
Well, that one has like a Pink Floyd style kids choir. Maybe you could join in with them.
Okay, yeah. So similar to like Brick in the Wall.
Yeah.
There's a kids choir in Nerds Suck.
Yeah. They're all bullying the nerds, you know. Just
Right,
like your
okay.
dream, like just like your perfect world entails.
My perfect world is a group of kids
Yeah,
bullying
kids
other
rejecting
kids.
Nerds.
How about we compromise? It's kids bullying Mark Rowland.
Yeah. Well, that's the nerd king, the nerd.
Yeah, if I put together an army of anti-nerd kids to bully Mark,
Yeah, I like that.
I
like
think
that,
there's
man.
something aesthetically pleasing about me with a ragtag group of anti-nerd kids.
And then you just go, get them, boys, and then
Yeah,
they
they're
just,
like
they
they're
just
like
pile on
dogs.
him like an ant
Yeah.
hill.
Yeah, they're like a group
They
of
swarm
junkyard
him.
dogs.
Yeah.
How about how
Onto
about
something.
Jim and the Bad Kids?
Okay, well now we're changing the name of the band, James. I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh no,
but-
this is the name of me
Oh,
and my
this is the name
coalition of
your-
children.
Okay, well, hey, look, we'll get a music video done definitely of this. Maybe we'll get Alex Gauthier to direct because he's doing all sorts of cool filters in the Zoom right now.
Yeah, it's real
He's got
cool.
a real visual mind, that man. So, but James, thanks for having me, man. Keep on rocking.
Look, stick around. You're gonna play us out. I want to thank Harold, the junior astrologist, but also full-time electrician. Of course, I have to thank Alex Gauthier for being your first-time ever guests tonight, which means this was a true happening. And I'd be remiss if I did not thank you, the audience, for tuning in. Thanks so much for being here. I'm seeing a new friend, Bunny. Is this the dimension they call Twiggy Vision? No, I know the guy. This is the dimension that they call At Home with James, but I'm familiar with this old Twiggy fellow that you're talking about. He sends his greetings and salutations, and I do that to you, all of the viewers tonight. I want to thank you so much. I hope you'll come back on Friday, same time, same place, right here on twitch.tv/AtHomeWithJames. Until then, I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, be well. And to play us out, Andy Assaf and the Revolving Doors. Take it away.